The number of hours H of daylight in Denver, Colorado on the 15th of each month can be modeled. Let's go and get rid of that. Can be modeled by H of T equals this fancy little equation here. T is measured in months, and T equals 0 corresponds to January. Estimate the number of hours of daylight on April 15th. Okay. Well, T is measured in months, and if 0 is January, then be careful here. January is 0. We've got February, March, and April. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we're going to be plugging 3 in for T here. So H of 3 equals 2.77 sine of pi over 6 times 3 minus 1.6 plus 12.13. We need to evaluate this. Now, there's an important thing to know about sine functions. The input of a sine can be measured, it's an angle, and it can be measured in degrees or it can be measured in radians. And we're always going to be working with radians unless it says otherwise, okay? So when we type this into our calculator, let's go to our calculator. Depending on your calculator, there's going to be a way to tell the calculator if you're using degrees or radians. On my calculator, it tells me right up here on the top right what I'm in. RAD for radians, okay? And on my calculator, I can click on that, and if I click it, maybe it doesn't work right now on the actual physical calculator, it does. But if I click on the gear, okay, I can change the settings, document settings, and next to angle, I can change the radian to degree, okay? Now, I'm not going to change it because I want radians. So it's important to know that when you're on a calculator, evaluating these, you need to make sure that you are in radian mode. In the Desmos calculator, if you're going to use that, it actually, in the gear, right, or sorry, in the wrench right here, you click settings, down here it tells you what mode it's going to be in, okay? So you want to make sure that radians is selected for that as well. So just depending on your calculator, make sure you know how to get your calculator into radian mode. All right, let's go ahead and plug this in to the calculator. So I've got 2.77 sine, which is in my trig menu here, sine of pi, which is in that menu, pi over 6 times 3 minus 1.6, and then plus 12.13. And so then I hit enter, and it's going to give me 12.05 approximately. 12.05. Okay, and that would be the number of hours of daylight, the estimated amount on April 15th. What is the maximum amount of daylight received? Well, a maximum of a sinusoidal function is d plus a, and make sure you force a to be positive if it isn't already. And so here, that's this number here is d, so 12.13, plus a, which is the number out in front, 2.77. And that is equal to 14.9. So 14.9 hours is the maximum amount of daylight received in Denver, Colorado.